Hello and welcome to another Foxy No Tail live stream with me, that fellow whose name I just said. Something weird's happening on my screen. Whoa, that was strange. What's going on? Oh, now. What? Why my mouse not working with... There we go. Jeez. I smashed it all to bits now. I've lost me block. Oh, jeez, what a good start. What an excellent start to today's live stream. It's going well. Going very well already. I'm geared up and ready for making many messes of this stream. How are you all doing? What's going on? I don't have enough rockets. I don't have enough blocks. I don't have enough anything. And it's bedtime. And whenever I go to sleep, for some reason, my feet burn when I wake up in the morning. It's just not very nice. Not very nice at all. You know, something about this place, I just don't like it as much as I used to. Right, peeps. Peep bitty peeps and poop bitty poops. How you all doing? What's going down in Peep Town? Peep Town? That sounds a bit of a dodgy place. No. Jeez. You always have to... I don't know why you always have to go there, guys. It's just... Oh, jeez. You lot. With your... I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know. Bruh! How's the weekend going, says Jez. It's alright. It's not bad. It's just, you know, it's one of those things that you do. You wake up, you live a little, and you go to sleep. It's just a weekend. No, it's alright. I don't know. I was fine today. I just got a little bit tired all of a sudden before the live stream, which is never ideal. Hopefully I'll perk up a bit. Right, what else we got going on in chat? Puppy cab, please. We got to press the button. You can't just have it. You can't just ask for it. You got to press that button. Got to spend all of those stream points. Where did you get all those fireworks? I got them from my end and my little chest. Got them out of my sugar box. Where did you get yours? What happened to Foxy's new hoodie? What hoodie? Oh, my new hoodie. That was just for that stream day. Yeah, I know what you mean now. There we go. Lawful Meteors activated puppy cam. She is in her bed, the other side of the room today. She's started sleeping over there a bit more, so I've moved her bed over there. You got bored of your area, maybe, because you'll work on it alone. You miss Slacks, the Sweet Dreams World Cup. I do miss Slap, yeah. Right, anyway, speaking of this area, bad news. Bad news, peeps. Oh, hang on a minute, we need to go back down. Very, very, very much bad news. Can anybody tell me what the bad news is about my farm that I'm working on? If anyone can tell me, I'll be really impressed. I would say I'd give them a prize, but I'm not going to. I just want to know if anyone can guess what the problem is. Many, many sad fox noises today. Many, many sad fox noises. Spawn rates, no. Buttons. It's broke, says Lofty. What's broke about it? Why is it? I haven't finished it yet. How can it be broke? I haven't even finished it yet. How could it possibly be broke? Eh? Buttons in the updates, says Hanku. Oh, you might be right there. Jeez. If you haven't heard already, sad news, peeps. In the latest beta, yeah, that's what I said. The developer peeps, the guys, those fellas over at Mojang, they've gone, hey, we can't be having people having mob farms on Bedrock Edition. So they've made it so these buttons no longer work. No! Buttons on your mob farm don't work anymore. But fortunately, in many, many testings I have done today, trapdoors work absolutely fine. The sad news is, though, I'm pretty much already finished placing buttons all over this farm. So now I've got to dig them all off again and place trapdoors, which are, there we go, already made a mistake. They're not as easy to place, particularly if I want them to look neat and tidy, which of course I do. So I'm a little bit annoyed. And yes, I've made like 3 sugar boxes full of buttons, which are now all going to go in the bin. Grrr, says Foxy No-Tail. Grrr indeed, many grrs. So I don't know whether it would be better to just go round and squeaky toy, great. Delete all of the the buttons first, or if it will be worthwhile just going round like I'm doing now and just doing it bit by bit. Stop squeaking, you squeaker. You never play with squeaky toys. Wow. Oh no, there goes my gunpowder farm, says Quantum Reveries. Well, good news, peeps. Good news. The trapdoors do work. And if anyone would like me to demonstrate and go through a little bit of, the old technical stuff, I'd be more than happy to. I would be more than happy to do proof and testings and things with you in a live stream. I mean, it's pointless because I've already done it and you should all just believe me. But I will. If you don't believe me, I'll do it, okay? Why on earth did the devs do that, says Davacat? Hang on.
Oh my god.
We got
someone
one of them
just
peeps.
subscribed for 10 months? That's like a whole year.
It is not a whole year. A whole year is 12 months, you idiot.
Whole year.
There we go, Arman subscribing for 10 months in a row. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Why did the devs do that, said Divercat? Well, because it's a glitch. They shouldn't pathfind over a button thinking it's a full block. That is a bug that we have been taking advantage of. So, it makes sense that they fixed it, to be fair. We believe you, but I do love the technical jargon, says Hanku. All right then. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, because generally I don't want to have to stay there all day placing buttons. I'm going to have to. Okay, so we're going to go into my playground. Okay, this is in the current update, which is, well, I'm actually playing 1.16.2. 1.16.4 is out, but it's completely pointless going on there because it doesn't do anything. If I get rid of these buttons here, we put some zombies on here. Look. The zombies are going to try very hard to get those eggs, but they can't because they can't path to it. However, if I put one button there, all of a sudden they've got a path, or they think they've got a path that they can go through, and they will try and get the eggs. If I remove that again, they won't. So they'll just stand around doing absolutely nothing until I put a button there. So let's just prove that again. Let's bring that way like that. Put a button there, and those guys will then path round to that bit, think they can go over that button and fall down. Okay? We're all happy how that works, yes? Nodding in the chat, I see you all nodding. Good, right. If I save and quit, close Minecraft and use my where'd he go? He sneaked off. My very handy version switcher. Actually, I need to close it and open it again anyway, because I'm going to now load the latest beta. Beta, that's what I said. Right, so I'm going to open up the latest beta. Beta, there. Is pathfinding over an open trapdoor a bug, says Frudel? Well, technically, I don't think it's a bug. I think it's more of an oversight, but because that is parity with Java, I don't see them fixing that one. Where you going, little moo? Where are you going? Right, so if we now go into the same world, but the just a copy of it so I don't break it by going into it in the beta. Beta? Yeah. Right, you can now see what I've been doing here. We got some trapdoors. So same scenario. We're going to put these gentlemen over here. I'm even going to do this thing for you so we can show you. Now put a button there or there. They're not going to move. They don't care about those buttons. However, I put a trapdoor there and flip that down. All of a sudden, well, yeah, they can get over one block gap. That's what. Don't jump on the eggs. Stop it. Yeah. So you can see the trapdoors work absolutely perfectly. Very nice. I'm famous. Foxy said my name, says Frudel. No, I didn't. I absolutely did not say your name, Frudel. Don't tell lies. You just said it again 2 times. No. His name is Frudel66, and I'm not going to say the whole thing, ever. So don't even ask. So it still works for creepers. No, it doesn't work for any mob. You would have to replace all your buttons with trapdoors if you've got a mob farm that uses buttons now, for all the mobs. Ugh, that makes farms cost like twice as much materials. I know, right? And you can't exactly have a tree generator like you can have a stone generator, can you? And trapdoors are ridiculously expensive. So I, for one, am cross, but also happy because I really like it when they make us think. And although it's not really making us think using trapdoors, in certain situations, we're not going to be able to get away with just replacing buttons with trapdoors. We're going to have to come up with other things. And I like it when we have to use our brains and we can't just follow like sheep and just do the same thing everyone else. When they change stuff like that, that's an opportunity for people like me to create new tutorials and put out new content and get my head into all of the different ways of doing things. So right now, the obvious answer is just to change it with trapdoors, but something better could come up at any point. All it'll take is just a little push by the devs to remove something that we rely on that we shouldn't really rely on, and to get us to think about things properly. And I love that. I think it's great. So if you're moaning, if you're out there moaning, oh, it's not fair. It's not fair that they fixed a bug in the game. All of these bugs that they don't fix that we need them to fix, and they fix ones that ruin things for us. It's not fair. Shut up moaning and just enjoy the fact that you can now play Minecraft a little bit more properly, okay? Jeez, moaners. Don't catch me moaning about things ever. I don't think I've ever moaned about anything in my whole life. So there. Do buttons still hold water back? Yes, it's just a pathfinding change. They haven't changed, but well, I'm assuming they do. Haven't actually tested, but they shouldn't do. They should do. It won't be the buttons code that they've changed. It will be the entity pathfinding code that they've changed, I would imagine. Foxy noted, my English lamb's puppy stomach doesn't seem to be able to handle plain chicken. Do you have any recipes that remove even more flavour? I don't cook for my dogs, so I'm not probably the person to ask about puppy recipes. What I do, right, is I order food from the internet, and I open the packet, and I put it in Puppy's bowl. And Puppy says, that tastes nice. I like that they fixed the bug. It's going to be annoying to fix all the farms, says Mike Alsop. Yeah, it will be annoying, especially like here when I keep smashing the actual blocks instead of the buttons. That is very annoying. It's very slow. It's very tedious. But once it's done, it's done. And then I'll get an email through going, on the next beta, they've changed it so they won't path over trapdoors. And then I'll just cry. I will cry like a small boy doing many cryings.
Looks like someone has way too many diamonds to give around. Thank you very much for all 10 of the subscriptions you have just gifted.
Ah man, back with a vengeance. I was just going to say, when you subscribed, I haven't seen you around for a while. Your name is like a fresh breath of stale air? No, a breath of fresh air, that's the word. So, and then like 10 community gifted subs as well. That's amazing. Thank you very, very much, Arman. Very much appreciated. So yeah, if you're not particularly excited about watching me live stream doing placing many trapdoors and removing many buttons, then I'm sorry, but this is probably not the live stream for you. However, We will be doing my usual talking about absolute nonsense, asking silly questions, probably trolling the chat, and all of the other fun things that we generally do. So yeah, feel free to be asking questions in chat, and I will do my very best to respond in my usual way. And don't even try it. There's no creepers in this mob. Wait a minute, we're in a mob farm. I have actually been blown up a few times in here. But Hanku, you told me you were going to do it before the stream. You can't do it if I'm expecting it. Ain't going to work. You've got to do it when I'm least expecting it. Okay? Jeez. Like I'm going to fall for creepers. Jeez. Will buttons stop spawns? Yes. Yes, they do. Oh, actually, if they're technically not classed... Oh, yeah, they should do, because they're a redstone component. If they have broken that, then that would be fixed at some point in the future. But yeah, they're technically redstone, so they should block spawns. Should. Redeem facepalm, Balam. Well, I haven't done anything wrong. Why would I need to redeem a facepalm? Don't. When you're spending your stream point, see that creepers? Just look at them guys just wandering off because the button's there. These guys understand how it all works. You won't understand it in the future, mate. Nice try there. Nice try. Rubbish. Apollo Diablo. No good. Do you have a new mini block pack on TB? No. I did briefly mention to the TB members that I'd made it, and I did say that if they would like me to add it to the server, then I will. But we haven't had a meeting or discussion about it yet. I believe the next meeting will probably be either on Thursday or a week on Thursday. I'm not 100% sure. It's generally on a Thursday. So we'll find out. I think, by the sounds of it, that Jesse B and potentially Mr. Beardstone seemed relatively keen on the idea, so which is nice. So I don't know. I don't know whether it will happen or not. We will see. We never said it would when we started the series, and I certainly never sort of said, oh, I'll be making this add-on, so we should definitely add it. So we will have to discuss it between everyone and find out. Use a wooden pickaxe. You might not break the blocks, says Eric Banter. Well, yeah, but then I'd have to keep fixing my wooden pickaxe or making a new one, and it's fine. This is going to be a long and tedious task. We might as well just get on with it, hadn't we? I've removed my haste 2 beacons because that was just making me smash through everything. But yeah, it's not the most fun thing in the world to do, is it? Foxy, weren't you complaining that you didn't have the moon rock? What? Complaining? When? I've never complained. I don't think I've complained about anything in my entire life. They call me Foxy, chilled out, always happy about everything and never complains about anything, no tail. That's like my nickname here on Truly Bedrock. Trust me, ask all of the members, that's what they'll tell you. They'll say, oh, does Foxy ever moan about anything? What, Foxy? No, no, never. No, he never moans or gets annoyed about anything, ever. It's so calm and collected and just laid back and easygoing. It's just, you know, probably don't think he's ever been annoyed about anything in his whole life. That's what we'll say. Foxy, make a player heads add-on. Hey, I tell you what, right? Why don't you do a live stream, and then I'll come and tell you all of the things that you should do with your life while you're live streaming. Right, okay. That might have come across as a little bit aggressive and a little bit, you know, a little bit angered towards that message, but I keep saying in my videos and my content and my live streams, I write it in the Discord, I write it in chats, I reply to comments with all of these things, yet people keep asking the same questions. And it's like the latest mini blocks video I did. I explained so much stuff in that video about mob heads, about the mini blocks and stuff like that, and I still get so many comments asking me stupid questions that the answers are there in the video. And I mention about player heads in a few times, and I've responded to loads of comments about player heads. Just annoys me getting asked the same question all the time. I know you don't all read all my comments and you don't all watch all my videos, so I know it's not your fault, but it's the more people just keep asking or telling me to do things rather than asking, telling me do this and do that and you should do this and you should do that, the more I just don't want to do it, right? So I was actually thinking tomorrow, when I've got a little bit of free time, I'm going to get cracking on making this player heads thing for everybody. But it's actually going to be a really long, difficult and hard process for me to do that. It's actually also going to cost me a relative amount of money to do that, and it's going to cost me time. And It's also going to be a potential security risk, because it means opening up my website to people being able to upload files in order to make their own player heads packs. So there's a lot of stuff I'm doing for people in order to do that, but I'm not going to benefit from it because I'm not be charging people for it or anything like that. So I don't know. It just frustrates me that people have no patience when they're getting stuff for free. If you want a player heads pack, or if you want a mob heads pack, or if you want a pack, learn how to do it. It will take you less time to learn how to do it and do it yourself than it would be to keep pestering me. Because the more you pester me and the more you say do this and do that, and asking and not being polite about it and just demanding, the more time I'll take doing it. Microblocks I had planned to do exactly a month after I released my mob heads add-on, and I left it another 2 months just because people kept moaning at me about it, and I just thought, well, I'm not going to do it. Not doing it until people shut up moaning about it, because it drives me nuts. So you guys have only got yourselves to blame that it took you an extra 2 months to get the my mini blocks add-on after mob heads, because of your lack of patience and your demandingness. And I'm saying you guys, not all of you guys, 99% of the people here in the chat are absolutely wonderful. But there's 1% of people in the chat here that are just entitled little twerps that get on my nerves and just demand things, and I wish they would just all disappear. But then you'd have less subscribers. I don't care. It's fine. Oh, that's not very nice. Melly skeletons. It's Geraldine. It's not Geraldine. Thank you. Just do it already, Foxies. We want freebies. All right, fine. I'll do it. Jeez, don't hit me. And maybe 2 cents, says Michael Switch. I like Foxy because he tells the truth no matter what, says AC. Lack of patience is a real thing, and entitlement is so strong and common these days, says Jesse B. I know, right? It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. Nice try again, Hanku. Nice try. Should have done it when I was on one of the lower levels. I bet you probably did add it then, but there is a bit of a delay, isn't there? Why is he replacing buttons with trapdoors? I thought they worked the same, says Drive Safe. Rewind the stream about 10 minutes and you'll find out. Some people think they're entitled to everything, says Fuzzytronics. They certainly do. Well, sometimes it's entitlement. Sometimes it's just... Now do it, Hanku. Sometimes it's just complete and utter lack of respect for other people's time. And other people's, way of living as well. It's, it's quite frustrating how... I know not everybody understands everybody else's position or, how they get on with their lives and what they do, but it can be very frustrating. Very frustrating. Always put yourself in the shoes of the person that you're asking something from before you make a request. And consider what they might have going on in their life. Is there a reason to have mob farm over a creeper only farm with a fish farm for bones? Says Mike Alsop. There is absolutely 100% 0 point in having a creeper only farm, except for the fact that you will only have to deal with gunpowder in your sorting system or in your collection system. You will in fact get less gunpowder with a creeper only farm than you will with just a standard generic mob farm, and that is because the way Bedrock Edition spawns mobs is not as frequent as it is on Java Edition. And basically, let's say the spot I'm on now, the game goes, let's spawn a mob on that block there. It does a check all the way around here in a big radius, and it goes, are there any other mobs in that area? No? Good, okay, we can spawn a mob. The mob cap is free. Then it goes, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, let's spawn a zombie. And then it goes, oh no, this is a creeper farm, I can't spawn a zombie here. Alright, forget it. And then it waits a few ticks, and then it starts again, and it goes, right, okay, I want to spawn a mob. Are there any mobs around the area? And it can't find any. It goes, oh good, I can spawn a mob. I'll go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, we'll spawn a skeleton. And then it goes, oh, I can't spawn a skeleton here because it's a creeper farm. So alright then, forget it, I'll start again. So it doesn't just go, oh, I can only spawn a creeper here, so I'll spawn a creeper in. It goes through the whole cycle over and over and over and over again until it actually gets to a mob, i.e. or selects the mob, i.e. a creeper that can spawn there. So the spawn rates of a creeper in a creeper farm are no faster than they are in a mob farm. And in fact, they can often be a lot slower because in order to make a creeper farm, you've actually got to remove quite a lot of the spawnable spaces in order to remove spiders or prevent spiders from spawning and other mobs as well. So you're actually slowing down the rates of gunpowder that you would get having a creeper only farm as opposed to having just a general purpose mob farm. And if you don't want bones and arrows or rotten flesh or anything like that, just put a simple sorter in that filters out the stuff you do want and put the rest of it into lava. Simples. Are buttons still non-spawnable though, says Jesse B. They should be. They should be still spawnable. Depends how they've changed the code. I haven't checked that. I've definitely checked that trapdoors work after the update. Buttons definitely do not work after the update. But I don't know about whether or not buttons will be spawnable or not. They shouldn't because they're a redstone component. It should only be the pathfinding for the mobs that they've altered and not the block itself. Always walk a mile in another person's shoes before you criticise them. That way you'll be a mile away and you'll have their shoes. It's Quantum Reveries. Perfect. I love it. Amazing. Love it when I see comments on YouTube videos. We pay you through ads. Thanks for your 5p here. Here's 500 hours of my time. I've never seen one of those. I can't say I've ever seen one of those. And there's no way you get 5p. That's way too much. No, it probably is about 5p. I've no idea what one ad watch would cost. It would completely depend on the ad, I guess, and how much the advertiser was paying per ad, and what percentage you were getting as a content creator, I guess. Trapdoors are redstone components too, says Phantomistic. Yes, but we're not trying to get them to spawn on the trapdoors. We're trying to get them to walk off the trapdoors. You are missing the point there, my friend. Okay, fingers crossed, says Jesse B. Do you want? Oh no, actually, I was going to say we can do some testing, but that'd be a bit of a pain to do testing for that. Actually, no, it wouldn't. We could do some testing, see if buttons are spawnable. Hands up in the chat if you want to do some testing to see if buttons are spawnable in the latest beta. If we get more than 10, I'll strongly consider it. So relax, says Ranulus. You will be. You will be. Bye, Icky Flip. Can't believe it. I was surprised. So many blocks you didn't add in the mini blocks add-on. We only added what was the exact same ones that were in vanilla tweaks. Although I am going to be doing a version 2 with many more. But not yet. And the more people that ask me for more blocks, the longer it'll take. Because I'm stubborn. So there. Oh, hang on. Oh, jeez. Oh, there's a lot of hands up. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there he has more than 10. Oh, I must put it under strong consideration then. Do you mean you'd rather actually do something productive rather than watching me place many trapdoors and smash buttons? Is that what you're saying? You're saying it's frustrating just sitting here watching me take away these buttons and putting trapdoors on. You'd actually want to watch us do something useful. Jeez. Wow. Wow. Talk about hard work. Jeez. All right, fine. We'll do it. I'll finish this layer and then we'll do it. Just remind me though, because you know what I'm like. I'll have forgotten by then. Many. I'm on Xbox and can't download the packs. There are ways of downloading packs on Xbox. I don't personally know how to do it because I don't have Minecraft on console, but if you do a quick Google or YouTube search, there are many videos that will explain it for you. A whole plethora of videos. There you go, I used a big word. You're welcome. Big words for the win. This would probably be much easier if I just did this, wouldn't it? We need a way of getting into a routine to get rid of these buttons, and I think I have solved the problem. It'd be lovely if I could use commands. Control, Alt, Delete. All buttons, please. PS4 sucks, man, says someone. Hey, if you choose to play Minecraft on PS4, that's on you. Bedrock Edition's available on pretty much every single device that's ever been made. Surely you've got an old phone kicking around, or a Fire Stick, or something else that you could play it on. You choose to play it on PS4, that's on you. I know not everybody's well off enough to afford an Xbox or a PC or an iPad or an iPhone or something, but Minecraft works on pretty much anything. You don't have to play it on PlayStation 4, mate. But I like PlayStation 4 controls. Well, that's on you, mate. That's on you. iOS is worse. I can't take off with Elytra and fireworks from the ground. Oh, poor you. Have you tried standing on a block and jumping off? It's hard life for all of you that can't do these things that you see other people doing. It must be very difficult. I weep for you all. It also must be very difficult for all of you Xbox and PlayStation 4 people that can't add my packs that sit there demanding that I make more for you. It must be so difficult. I feel sad on the inside, but I'm smiling on the outside and pointing fingers of you and chuckling. Puppy cam, says someone. Okay, hang on. There you go. Puppy cam on. Doesn't work on Fire Stick, says Fuzzytronics. Oh well. I know they brought it out on something else recently. I know there's a new device that they brought it out on. I can't remember what it is, but it's something like a Fire Stick that plugs into your TV. You should charge for it, says Scaphone. Then no one would want it. If I put it on for a penny or, you know, $1, any of my stuff, everyone would just go absolutely crazy. And then all it would take was one person to download it, put it up on for download themselves on MCPEDL, and then everyone would just get it from there. It'd just be forcing people to rip me off. Nobody ever. When it's the people that want stuff for free, they don't want to spend money. Only serious people spend money. Like my patrons and people like that, my supporters and my Twitch subscribers and people like that, they're absolutely fantastic. But when I had my free realm, many ago, I had a free realm that people could come and play on. And I did it as an experiment to prove that it was a bad idea to have a free realm. Because all I kept getting at the time was, why don't you have a free realm that we can all come and play on? And I said, because it'll be a nightmare, because it'll be full of griefers and annoying people and spammers and people swearing, and it would just be an absolute nightmare. It would be impossible to admin on because it's Bedrock Edition and there's no way of adding in like mods or anything to be able to deal with that sort of stuff. And no one believed me, so I did it. I did it as an experiment, and it failed miserably, exactly as I expected it would. It was a nightmare from start to finish. It was one of the worst experiences, if I was actually considering it as running a proper server, imaginable. The only person that came good out of that was somebody called Fantasy Novel, who's still with us now. That was the only person I remember that didn't just cause problems on it. There were other people from my community that weren't causing problems, but all of the people that I'd never seen before were just it was a nightmare. And so I said, right, okay, I'm going to put it up to $1 on Patreon for you to be able to join it. And do you know how many people joined? Guess how many people joined? Considering hundreds were signing up to join when it was free. That's right, 0 Lofty. You're absolutely right. Not one was prepared to pay $1. Come on. Hi Foxy, I have a laptop. Hang on, it's gone off the chat. When I launch Minecraft Bedrock, it loads up when I get the loading screen and caches, says Alex Starbrider. I don't know how to help you with that, I'm sorry.
I cannot believe it.
What about the kids that can't afford things like that, says AC? Well, just be patient and wait until you're older to be able to afford things like that. We don't exist to give you kids whatever you want. That's what your parents are for. Cap there, subscribing for 5 months with Amazon Prime, saying, yay, 5 months. Thank you, Cap. Appreciate it. Wow, when was this? I didn't know, Foxy. Would have gone, but now I can't get no job anymore, lol. You wouldn't have enjoyed it. It'd have been a nightmare. Right, we're going to go do this testing then. I miss Big Chicken, says the Meme Man. Me too. Oh no, it's not the Meme Man, it's Balam. I miss him too. I've no idea where he is. I haven't heard from him for ages. Hopefully, at some point in the future, he'll come back. I'm amazed he hasn't come back already, to be honest with you. I thought he would have turned up by now. Don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's gone on an extended honeymoon with Geraldine. Maybe that's what they're doing. Who knows? Scaphone there just tipped $20. No, £20, saying thanks for everything. Thank you. That wasn't me crying out going, support me. By the way, it was just me pointing out, you know, why I am the way I am. I'm 14 and have to wait 2 years to get a job. And you can be sure some of the money is going your way after I get my PC. Absolutely not. No, I don't want anyone's money until they are in a stable financial situation and an adult and able to do that. I don't want any support from anybody that is a minor or is struggling financially because, yeah, that's just not fair. I would never, ever, ever want that. If you do that, I will refund you and say no. You need it more than I do at that point in your life. Right, we're in the beta. I know, I believe in supporting you guys. I get hours of entertainment. At least I could do, says Scaphone. Well, thank you. I very much appreciate that. And I hope you're older than 18. Jeez. Right, we're going to do some testing. Going to do some testing. Intestines! That's not what I didn't say, intestines. Weirdo. Let's go above this lovely, lovely, lovely area here. What does it mean when someone is lurking, says Simketsu? I think it means they're listening but not chatting. I think. I don't know. Not 100% sure. I think so. Right, we now have a smooth stone platform. If we turn mob spawning on and turn the difficulty up, we should hopefully see things spawn on that with a bit of luck. Possibly? Maybe? Oh, there we go. I'm just slightly too far away. So yeah, things spawn on smooth stone. This is good. Good news. Good news, everyone. Right, let's make it full of buttons and see if they still spawn on this. Pop a block. Actually, I want the buttons on here, so we need to do the same fill command, but this time I'm going to do button, and we need to get in the right way round. Stone. Nope, we need them a block lower down than that. No, we don't. Oh dear, that was a bad idea. I did it wrong, mate. I just did my buttons the wrong way up. Hang on, I've got this. How hard could it be? Stone button 0. No. Stone button 1. There we go. Many buttons. Kill and E. Right, let's fly up. And we should hopefully see that nothing will spawn on those buttons. In fact, let's do another platform next to it, just stone brick, and just prove this. There we go, you can see things spawning on there, but not on there. That was a bit of a letdown, wasn't it? Not much happened there, really. Not many things spawning. Jeez. Lazy creepers. I think I'm sorry, Renatus, my parents made the account with me, says Robbie. What? Very confused. Can I hear phantoms? I think so. I didn't want to do that. That is not what I wanted to do at all. I wanted to kill mobs. Don't know why I did that. Yeah, well there you go. Nothing. They won't spawn on buttons. Would you like me to test any other blocks while we're here? Now we're here when we've got time. We could maybe try some trapdoors. Make sure they don't spawn things. Yay, that's reassuring. Thanks for checking, Foxy, says Plodpod. You're welcome. So the buttons just don't count for pathfinding after 1.16.4. No, it's after. It's going to be the next update. It's not 1.16. Well, it might be 1.16, but it's not 1.16.4. It's in the beta. Nothing spawning again now. They still pathfind through 1x1 gaps, says Spectra Waffle. They may well do. Who knocked out Nelly? She's been really tired all day. She's pretty much slept most of the day. I don't know if she's got a bad stomach or something. She's not feeling very well. Cheat engine, says Hanku. I could do. I mean, we shouldn't need to. There we go. Proof is in the pudding, mate. All proved. All job done. Let's get back to placing trapdoors. Yes, many. Oh, well, let's play the new version. Oh, no, I don't think that'll work because we haven't updated the server yet. Is it hot where you are? No, it's not. It's not. It's just about average today. So, Foxy, as I'm always getting blown up by creepers, if I place many buttons in my base, I won't get creepers as Lofter. Yet, buttons, pressure plates, trapdoors, anything redstone, just redstone dust. You'll be absolutely fine. Levers, torches, redstone torches. The whole shebang, Lofty. The whole shebang. Hey, now then. I nearly fell for that one. El Polo Diablo. El Polo Diablo. Sounds like some sort of chicken. Devil chicken, that's what it is. Not like deviled eggs. No, not... Oh, jeez. That was yeah, we got through a lot of trapdoors there, though. This is going to be very expensive. Very expensive indeed. Better make as many as possible. Oh no, I don't want pressure plates! No! Ah. I'm such an idiot. Pressure plates is like literally the thing I want the least. Wouldn't it be great if we could get stone trapdoors and then it wouldn't cost me all of this wood? Then I'd be happy. The farm's working though. Well, of course it will at the minute. It's got buttons on it. There's still no roof over it though, which is why it's only working at night time. Come on, more trapdoors, please. I think I've got too much wood. Many woods. More. There we go. That'll do for a minute or two. I hate the items placing change in the menu, says Frudel. Me too. It drives me nuts, mate. If there's one thing that could change in the game, that would be it. We should have some stuff in here if I can reach these. We have. The farm's working. No idea how much is in there. It's working. It's working. If you click the recipe, then shift click the output to the right of where your materials go, it tends to make more than one stack at a time. I've never been able to make it make more than one stack at a time. I think that's a load of baloney, babe. Could be true. Could be true. I don't think it is, though. If you click the recipe... Oh, I've just read that one. If you click the recipe, then shift-click the output to the right. Oh, I know what you mean, yeah. You make more than a stack at a time. Yeah, but you can only use up to a stack at a time, I think, doing it that way. Or something. That's what I was doing, wasn't it? I don't know. Shut up. I have carpet, but still get mobs spawning on them and don't want my builds getting blown up as I've done Christmas. No, they won't spawn on carpet. They probably won't spawn in somewhere else and wandering onto the carpet from somewhere. I have to tear down my mob farm again, says Jesse B. I know, right? I know. I've built this one once. 1.5 times by the time I finished. What's the death counter you use on TB? It's the death counter I made. I've got a video out on that. If you're interested, you can go and watch it if you like. I'll let you. Cap says, up 1.16.4 update. Didn't I just respond to that one, or is that a different question? 1.16.4 is already out, and it changes absolutely nothing. It was for a couple of devices that had a couple of glitches. It doesn't change anything about the game, and there's absolutely no point in updating to it if you don't feel like you need to. Oh, Groover Guy raiding with a party of 37. Thank you very much, Mr. Groover. Very much appreciated. Many raids. Has Groover Guy himself come along? Did he bring me a toasty? He better have brought me a toasty. I saw his tweet earlier with how much stuff he was putting inside those toasties. I never known marshmallow inside of a toasty though. That's a new one on me. So yeah, if he's not got a toasty with him, tell him to go away and come back when he's brought some toasties. In a single player world, how do you get the head add-on to have your friends' heads? You don't. Not at the moment. I am, as said earlier, putting together a system that will allow people to be able to do that. But right now, there is no such way to do it on Bedrock Edition, other than hard coding it yourself. We do not want a Mr. Onion stream anymore. We learned our lesson, says Arena Lisa. I think Lofty would probably disagree with you on that one. I had to leave, he was making me hungry, said Jesse B. Oh, I see. Toasty Fairy ate the leftovers. Wow. Wow. No toasties for Foxy. Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me I'm not getting any Groover's tasty toasties? Wow. Wow. You meanies. You bunch of meanies. Lofty will definitely have something to say about that, says Hanku. She will. Surprised she hasn't already. I think she's probably exploded. There we go. She's there. We do want more, Mr. Onion. I had ham, cheese, tomato, croissant toasty today, says somebody whose name I can't read. Good for you. Street Dreams Buttercup there saying, Foxy, was the custom pack is fixed because some of the zombies still break doors and piglins still open doors? Well, if they're still doing that, then the behaviour packs are not working for some reason. I don't know why. Should work. It should work. Are you guys still on the fairy thing? Says AC. I don't know what you mean. No, I think that's to do with Groover's stream and not this one. That makes sense to me, mate. I got so hungry I had to go and make a pathetic grilled cheese after watching Groover. Wow. Groover making everyone hungry. We need more Mr. Onion redemption, says Lofty. I can put it up again if you want. I can put it on again. I have to redeem it twice to get him. But he's, yeah, I've told him he's got to do one. Says he wants a haircut first. Sorry about my name, you can just say Sim. No, I'm not saying it. No, you're just the person with no name now. There should be no name shortening. If you choose to have a username with loads of letters and numbers in it, not that you do, but loads of people do, I'm going to read them all out. Unless it's rude and offensive, in which case I shall just completely ignore you. Typical TV stream, all about food. I don't talk about food in my streams. Makes me hungry. Apart from Mr. Onion, I guess. It's technically talking about food. I'm making wild rice and grilled chicken. I'd rather have a toasty with all the cheese, says Jessie B. Sloy popped into Groover's chat too. Did he really? Was he on, like, in the voice chat with Groover? Was he on the stream? Now Mr. Onion knows there's two streams. I don't think he does. Absolutely not. No. Is this raid farm all in one chunk? Well, firstly, it's not a raid farm. Secondly, no. It's not. This is a 4-chunk general mob farm. Which is going to be surrounded by a... well, technically, what's 6 by 6? In terms of numbers and chunk. What's 6 times 6? 36? 6 6 is 36, is that right? Chunk. Passive mob farm. With a hole in the middle. Bit like a donut. Foxy, do you have the pub hanging out nearby? Yes, she's asleep on the floor. Yes, he promised. One of them. We bought one with channel points to Street Dreams. No voice chat, just in the typing chat. Okay, I see. 36. I thought it was right. Foxy, he does. He has to do a free stream because we told him there were trees in the nether and he didn't believe us. Oh, what? You mean he's got to do 2 streams? Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Can't keep up with you lot. Keep changing the rules on me. Why switch from buttons to trapdoors? Says Skimmer. It just looks better, doesn't it? And trapdoors are cheaper than buttons, aren't they? So I just thought I'd save a bit of money. I'll sell these back to the button shop. Puppy comes, says Robbie. Sleepy puppy. She's been so tired today. She's been really, really chilled out today. She says the game Fall Guy looks very trendy. Have you played it, says Traz. I have not. I have not. It doesn't sound like my cup of tea, to be honest. I'll be honest. Luck-based minigames are not what I would consider particularly entertaining or good fun. Especially ones which apparently are so full of people cheating and hacking that it's almost impossible to legitimately win now. Doesn't sound like my cup of tea. But I've heard plenty of people talking about it in the podcasts I listen to. People are raving about it. But then they're the same people that raved about Animal Crossing, and that is literally the worst game that ever was invented. So, so yeah. Liked your latest mob farm planning video. It was similar to a lot of design planning I had been doing, but how will you stop mobs from falling on top of your AFK platforms, says Quantum Reveries? Good question. Well, there's two ways to do it. The first way is to just put magma blocks above my head so that if they do fall on it and they don't die from fall damage, they'll just burn anyway. And yeah, a couple of drops won't get collected because they'll end up on the top of that, but that's fine. Second way would be to put water streams on there to push the mobs off. Again, push them onto the magma blocks around the system, which would kill them and we would get their drops that way. But to be honest with you, there'll be so few mobs dropping on top of that, it really will be insignificant and won't really affect the rates anyway. As long as we kill them either with magma blocks or pushing them off, it'll be fine. Or fire, we could just light the whole top of it on fire because fire spread's not off on this, so we could just have fire at the top. Or lava, could have a lava bucket at the top for them to fall into. Many ways. Thank you. Animal Crossing was played by the rest of the family and I just don't get it, says Ranulus. No, I hate it. It's probably the most tedious, boring, slow, annoying game that ever existed. They're just like, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on it. How expensive it was for how rubbish it was. It's just ridiculous. £60 to have to be just kept getting told by an owl who you had to keep waking up that like 7 pages, 9 pages was it, of chat just to hand over a fossil. And that's if you didn't click the, oh yes, I want to know more information about this button. Oh jeez. So frustrating. So boring. No thank you. My partner has started playing it, says Hanku. Well, at least you get some peace and quiet. Have we mentioned how awesome Miss Katz is today, says Jack's dad. No, don't tell her. She'll get all, like, go to her head and stuff. Thoughts on Planet Zoo, if you've heard of it. It rings a bell, but I have no thoughts on it because I don't know anything about it. Sorry. Wow, Loz says Mitz. What? Jeez. You say the same thing about me. Fair's fair. Bit of bants. Bit of bants, mate. I hate it when people say bants. It's like when they say bruh or bro. Why is everyone calling people bro these days? When did this start? Everything is bro. Bro this, bro that. Why bro? I don't get it. It's probably one of the most annoying words in the world. I mean, I call my brother bro. We always have done. But for other random strangers to just call you bro, it's just so weird. My silly internet is playing up, so I must leave. Have fun placing buttons, says Mike. So yeah. Thank you. Hope you have fun with your fixing your internet, mate. Chavi, says Angu. OMG, I agree. I hate when people say bro, says El Polo Diablo. Worse than bruh, says Jesse B. No, bruh is... People, I suppose some people actually do call you bruh and think it's a way of actually speaking to you. Most people use it in an ironic sense or like a way of going bruh, like when they're annoyed about something, which I've got so far past hating it. I actually find it quite comical now when it's used in an ironic way by people that I realise are doing that. But I kind of skip past the bros. But I'm hardly getting many bros, like legitimate ones at all. It is literally all bro now. Everything's bro. Hey bro, thanks bro. Good video bro. Who are you? You're not my brother. Stop calling me bro. Bro is rampant on YouTube right now, says Ranulus. I know it is. I know bruh and bro only from you and Slack, says Traz. Well, I apologise. I very much deeply apologise for you. Now would be good time for creeper explosion, guys. Creeper noises. I must sleep. Foxy banned a person from Discord because he said bruh to Foxy. Indeed. Nobody calls me bruh. Yes, they do. Loads of people call you. Shut up. It's a sweeping statement. I didn't mean it. Ah. So Foxy Brotail is out of the question, says Cap. It is for me. I mean, not necessarily for anyone else, I guess, but for me, absolutely 100%. Yes, I think the thought of that name would make me physically sick. No, I missed. Jeez. Ah! Whoa, that one actually got me. Well done, whoever that was. Oh, it was Hanko. You did get me, finally. Finally! It took you a few attempts, but you got there in the end. You scared the bejesus out of me. Makes me nostalgic for when people called each other dude. Dude. I think I still call people dude. And there I am complaining about calling people bruh. Foxy, I just want to thank you for all your content. I'm a Java player. I still love to watch you even being on a different platform, says Holes. Thank you, and I don't think there's an issue with like watching people on other platforms. I don't watch any Minecraft Bedrock players apart from when I'm catching up with the TB members videos. All the people I watch are on Java Edition, so there you go. I don't think it matters. There's no teams. I had to sleep so much today on my server because everyone was in the nether working on something big. Oh, must have been very difficult for you. Can everybody please get out their tiny violins and play them for Phantom Instinct? He had a hard time today. He had to sleep because his friends wouldn't sleep for him. How rude of them. How familiar are you with the MCU, says Mixabell. Well, I don't know them personally, but I think I've seen every single one of the films and quite a lot of the TV shows. Although the Marvel TV shows, apart from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., although technically that's gone downhill rapidly, the like Iron Fist and Johnny, whatever his Cage person, Luke Cage, they're rubbish. Daredevil was rubbish. The one with the girl in it was rubbish. Yeah, I didn't like them at all. Iron Fist I preferred the most, and apparently that everyone hated that, so there you go. Going against the grain again, as usual. Do, tiny violin. Tiny violins don't make do noise, Hanku. Note to self, Foxy has lost all of his bejesus. What's that mean? What's that mean? Iron Fist was disappointing, but I like the rest of them, lol, says Nick's Fine. Yeah, I realise I'm on my own on that. I just found them so slow and uninteresting. Considering the DC TV shows like Arrow and Flash and stuff, although they did go downhill quite rapidly in the last couple of years, they've generally been quite entertaining, particularly the Legends of Tomorrow. I still think that's brilliant. I haven't found a single Marvel TV show as entertaining as those. Even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, that's the first couple of series was good, but they still weren't up to those sorts of levels. But then the films, DC don't seem to be able to put out a decent film, or at least more than one of them. Wonder Woman was great. I really liked Aquaman, but it got really bad reviews. I thought it was brilliant. But the Marvel films, they're all really good. I think the Avengers ones I like the least generally out of any of them, and they're great. So I haven't got a bad word to say about the Marvel films really. Actually, I'll tell you one series that I did like that was by Marvel Agent Carter. That was fantastic, that series. I think that is the only series of Marvel that I can genuinely say I've enjoyed from start to finish. I was disappointed when that got cancelled. DC, I think, does good shows. Marvel does good movies. On the flip side, I don't care so much, says Jack Stout. Yeah, fair enough. The one with the girl face palm. I can't remember the name of it. It was really uninteresting. The only reason I watched it is because it had David Tennant in it. It had not long finished Doctor Who. And he was rubbish in that. No, he wasn't rubbish. It was a bad programme. I liked Aquaman, says Mitz. I can't think why. No, me neither. It's got that fella out of Game of Thrones in it that everyone fancies, isn't it? That guy with the big muscles. Agent Carter was great. It needed more seasons, says Nixified. I agree. That was a shame when they cancelled Agent Carter, says Diver Cat. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I mean, The only person I didn't like out of Ancient Carter, and he snuck into the films as well, sadly, was the young Howard Stark. I just didn't. He was rubbish. He just didn't fit in at all. It was like watching someone at a pantomime when he was on screen. I can't watch Legends of Tomorrow. It's too boring, says YouTube Hyper. It's like the least boring superhero thing. It's so funny. It's so ridiculous and tongue-in-cheek and laughs at itself. It's great. How can you not like it? I suppose each to their own. If you're looking for a serious superhero thing.
I can't handle this.
Porkchop Wally there, subscribing for 4 months, saying thank you for streaming and I love your videos. Well, thank you very much, Porkchop Wally. Somebody whose name I have seen going around the community for so long. Thank you so much for your subscription and for continuing your support. You're very, very, very much appreciated. Oh, but Jarvis, says Nixified. Yeah, Jarvis, yeah. Have you seen Marvel Runaways? It's not that bad. No, I haven't. Nope. I've just finished. Oh, I don't know. It's not very particularly family friendly, but I've just finished the Umbrella Academy season 1 and 2. Season 1 was very slow, and it was. I mean, you guessed what was going to happen from the start. There was nothing that was unique or different about it, but it carried through a bit. Some of the characters were a bit annoying. Series 2, it was fantastic. They upped it so much. The pacing was much better, the comedy in it much better, the people acting, like, just getting the chemistry, that's the word I'm looking for, was better. Overall, it was just so, it was like black and white how different the two series were. So yeah, if you're into, you need to watch the first series to understand the second series. So if you're over 18, I think, maybe 15, and you're into a bit of a tongue-in-cheek superhero-esque, it's not particularly superhero because they've all got rubbish powers and they don't really use them much, but it's more about the story. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's good. What are you making, says Gun Game? Noughts and Crosses game for all the members to play. Umbrella Academy was fab, says Carolo. That and Uncanny X-Men were my Saturday morning go-tos. Was that a cartoon? I don't think I've watched any superhero cartoons. Maybe. Probably have. Just probably didn't realise there were superhero cartoons. Rotated Owl Face is here. Of course, being 25 years older now, I'm not sure it would have the same appeal today, but yes, a skimmer. The first season fight scene set to Istanbul, not Constantinople, just perfection, says Nick's Fight. Watcher there, subscribing for 2 months in a row. Thank you very much for your second month subscription. That is very, very much appreciated. Oh, no, sorry, that's El Polo Diablo has gifted you a sub, so there you go, amazing. Thank you, El Polo Diablo. And Watcher, if you're watching, big thanks to El Polo Diablo. Jade says, lol, between season 1 and 2 of the Umbrella Academy, they definitely upped their game with the background music, the fight scenes. It was delightful, hilarious at times. It was. And what's his name? I can't describe him without being not family friendly, but the one that ends up... oh, jeez. You know the one I mean. The one that ended up... Oh, I don't want to spoil it either. The one that gets way too much screen time, the one that's always on the screen, was ridiculously annoying in the first series. He was just so pathetic and annoying, and I think they just wrote him completely wrong, or either they cast him wrong. In the second one, he was brilliant. He was really funny. He actually went from being a miserable, boring, wet flannel to a really entertaining character in the second one. He had long hair and a beard. I can't remember any of the names. That guy was in Misfits, says Gun Hippie. I had no idea. I never watched Misfits. A couple of people tried to get me to watch Misfits, but I just didn't like it. Didn't get it. 1 or 5? No, not 1 or 5. Neither of them. The one that could talk to dead people. That one. Do you like watching anime? No, I've never. The only anime I've ever watched was, I can't remember the name of it. It was years ago. Not interested in anime. Doesn't do anything for me. I like the style. I think the art is really clever in it, but it just annoys me with the lack of frame rate in the animation and the... Yeah, no, it's not my cup of tea anime. The actor who plays 5 is so amazing in that part. 5, the actor that plays 5 is probably the best actor in the entire thing. He's brilliant. Klaus, that's it. Klaus, thank you, Data. Why do you trapdoors instead of buttons? Well, after this stream is finished, you can rewind it and go back to the beginning, or check it out on my second YouTube channel, Foxy2, when I upload it to that after the stream, and you'll be able to find out all about why buttons are a really, really bad idea for your mob farms. And in a couple of months, buttons are going to severely hamper the rates of your mob farm, and you'll be going, do you know what? I wish I'd made mine with trapdoors like that clever Foxy No-Tail, that smart fox. Even though it takes absolutely forever, and it's incredibly tedious watching him do it and just get rid of all those buttons, I wish I'd done the same as him. Blow it up all up, it will save
someone
time.
has way too many diamonds to give around. Thank you very much for all 10 of the subscriptions you have just gifted.
Jez there throwing out 10 community sub gifts. Amazing, thank you very much, Jez. If your name is the new champion, or your new champion, King of the Railroad, 212 Asana, Sticks and Stones, Mitzcloud, Super Petro, Feisty Fosser, Commander Richter, Summer Son of Odin, or Maywin Bow, please give a big thank you and a thumbs up to Jez. You've just been gifted a subscription. Amazing. That's like Christmas has come early. Thanks, Jez. Speaking of Christmas has come early, gee whiz, right? Did you know? You might not know. Patreon recently made it that you can, instead of just subscribing and paying per month, you can pay for the whole year and get a discount by paying for a year at once, which I'm not sure if I like this idea or not. I think I do. I think it's going to be positive in the long run. But a couple of my patrons who I'm over the moon with have decided to go and pay it for annually, and it's amazing, and I couldn't thank you enough. But the payout this month was crazy compared to normal, and I'm thinking, well, I'm gonna be expecting that every month, and then severely disappointed when I don't get it the rest of the month. But yeah, no, so crazy. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what happened. I got my payout from Patreon. I'm thinking, what have I missed something here? What's gone on? And it suddenly dawned on me what had gone on. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. So yeah, thank you so much. If you've chosen to go yearly on there, that's a huge big decision you've made, and a massive help for me. So amazing, thank you. Yeah, it was scary. It was scary. Could be hard for the recipients to budget that, says Nixified. Yeah, it could be, but I think it's a good thing in the long run. I think it's just something you'd have to get used to. You'd have to. It means that the content creator needs to be more sensible with their own cash flow, if you like. Make sure that they don't spend it all at once. You make sure they don't do what I did and just go, oh wow, that's a lot more than I was expecting. Let's buy myself some presents, and then realise what's happened and gone, oh, I'm glad I didn't buy myself some presents. But yeah, no, it's overall it's a wonderful thing. So yeah, thank you. I have my hands full playing on our realm with my kids, but your Patreon server offers our fantastic value, says Raneless. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. What would you prefer? Optifine making a Bedrock Edition version, or Mojang making it so you could make custom heads like in Java? Well, I don't conform to this. I need Bedrock Edition to be like Java Edition. I don't get that at all. And I know plenty of people, they watch Java Edition and they wish that they had the same on Bedrock Edition because they're watching their favorite people playing and they want to emulate that. And what I always say in these situations is try not to depend on following other people so much and doing, like, feeling like you need to copy them. look at what they're doing. Look at how you can adapt it with what you've got, and just come up with your own things. Use your own imagination a little bit rather than relying on someone else's. You don't need any of the things they've got on Java Edition. You might want them because you see them, but you don't need them. This game is absolutely full of features, and it's got a lot of things that Java Edition doesn't have, that I'm sure the people playing Java Edition would really wish they had. So yeah, I don't understand this. It's on Java Edition, so I need it. Optifine on Bedrock Edition makes absolutely no sense whatsoever because Bedrock is already ridiculously optimized. The only thing I could think that would be nice to have from Optifine would be maybe connected glass textures and things like that. We can already have shaders without Optifine. We can already have all sorts of things that they don't have on Java Edition when it comes to graphical settings. So yeah, consider why you want these things rather than going, someone else has got it, so I want it. The zoom function, says Jesse B. I don't use that. Jesse B, do you know what? I forgot to tell you. We actually already have the zoom function in Truly Bedrock. I didn't tell anyone, but I snuck it in with the behavior pack. Let me show you. Let me show you the zoom function. It's actually in this ender chest here. Hang on 1 second. Let me just have a sleep. It'll be easier to see this in the day. Right, what you do, in order to activate this zoom function, right? Now bear with me because this is going to be tricky. Right, I want to zoom in on something. So let's go and fly over to the corner of this mob farm. Okay, and I want to zoom in on that tree over there. All I do is I need the second component, the trigger component, if you like. 1 second. Let me get the trigger component. There we go. This will activate the zoom properly. It already exists. In fact, I actually implemented this on all Minecraft Bedrock Edition platforms and devices without anyone knowing about it. And look at that tree over there. I press F1, and there you go, look. See that? I zoomed in. Crazy, right? Zoom out. Zoom in. Look at that. And if I let go, I fire my bow. Ready? Zoom in. Zoom out. Amazing! You're lucky I like you, says Jesse. You're welcome. Zoom key finished. Complete, mate. You're welcome. That is literally as good as you can get on Bedrock Edition unless you're prepared to give yourself massive slowness via potions. So no one knows you're keeping things from your server mates. How rude. I know, I'm mean, right? I'm so mean. How dare I? The XP bar and above is off-centered on Bedrock Edition. Is it? Well, it is, look. Yeah, slightly. Oh well. I wouldn't worry about it. I learned my lesson not to believe him all of the time. He got me the other day, says Runnerless. I did, didn't I? Told him I was leaving Truly Bedrock and Season 3 was starting in October. Lol. Dynamic lights would be nice. I wonder if Render Dragon will bring that. It absolutely will not. No way. Dynamic lights would be nice. I don't see that happening. Shader, there's no reason I don't think that shaders could actually probably do that. You just need somebody that's actually good at writing shader files. And don't look at me, I've got no idea. There were a couple of add-ons that you could get on MCP-EDL that was technically dynamic lighting, but it was really glitchy. And what they did is if you were holding, it was really spammy and it was really laggy, but if you held a torch or a light source in your hand, what it would do is it would just place loads and loads of invisible light blocks around you as a player, and as you moved it would delete ones that were a certain radius away from you and place them that were like close to you. But when you went through a portal or you dropped down a hole quickly or anything like that, it couldn't delete them and place them fast enough, so you just end up with loads of random light blocks all over your world, and all of this ticking was just causing loads of lag. So I wouldn't recommend getting one, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get to dynamic lighting on Bedrock. The thing I would like really, the only thing I would really like from Java Edition would be, I would really like the offhand torch placing, or just offhand use, really. That's the only thing I would like. I get why they don't add it in, because if they added it for PC version of Bedrock Edition, the console players and the mobile device players would just be moaning that they couldn't work it because it didn't work on their devices. So I get why they don't. They're just saving themselves complaints. But it would be nice. Jack's dad says, Foxy does that. I asked how to install Minecraft on my gateway running Windows 95 and Foxy said, use a hammer. I didn't see the rest of that. Use a hammer and a really big screwdriver, but did not tell me Phillips or flathead, so I'm still waiting. I'm not telling you. You have to figure it out yourself. I'll give you 90% of the information. The last 10% you do on your own. Who is in the domain of the Tis Tom Alliance on TB? Because Mr. B, are you in the Alliance? What Alliance? You know, there was an Alliance. Red is on Bedrock. RTX is on Bedrock Edition only, I think, says Robbie. Yeah, it is, yeah. Even if they just let you hold something to repair in the off turn, said Nixified. Well, I don't know. I'm not really that bothered about that. It's not difficult to repair stuff. It's not difficult when you're, going to repair things to put it in your main hand. I don't see any need to be able to hold something in your offhand. Maybe if you're mining gems or something. But being able to place torches with your offhand, it is just, makes a big difference. Or like for concrete farms where you can place and break at the same time. That'd be nice. Thank you for the gifted sub, says King of the Railroad. Oh, we got a puppy check 7 minutes ago. Oh, posture check, sorry. Puppy count's been on all that time as well. Thank you for the posture check. I will check it now. Right, where were we in terms of the chat? We are 1 hour and 19 minutes in. And I think that means it's definitely time for some questions and answers. We've been asking questions all stream. Yes, but I want more. Like, ones I can give long-winded answers to. Keep me chatting. Barcode indeed says, do you have to have an RTX card to get the RTX tracers? Sorry for a silly question. That is the same as when people say, will the server still run when I turn my computer off? Will the server still run when the computer that they're running the server on is turned off? Like, no, it won't. So once you turn it off, it won't work. If you need, will RTX work without RTX? No, it won't. It is a silly question, but sometimes silly questions are absolutely fine because we don't all know. We don't all know, so don't consider it a silly question because it's not a silly question if you don't know. If you don't know, it's a perfectly legitimate question. So don't worry about it. Feel free to ask. Not everyone knows everything, But what I would say is if you're concerned you're going to ask a silly question, why don't you Google it first and see if it's a silly question before you ask it, and then you might save yourself a little bit of embarrassment. Now, there's no need to be embarrassed here because we're all not judgmental people. But you might be in certain situations where some people would point out that was a silly question and make fun of you. This is not that place. But that can happen. Why do people prefer the axe over the sword for attacking, says Frudel. Okay, well on Bedrock Edition, there is no slowdown in timings when you can hit. On Java Edition, there is a cooldown timer with the weapons. An axe on Java Edition is actually stronger than a sword, but you can't swing it as fast. So therefore, I can't remember, damage per second, I think, is still slightly faster with a sword, or slightly higher with a sword, than it is with an axe on Java Edition. On Bedrock Edition, there is no cooldown, and the axe is only slightly weaker than the sword. So although a sword has still got slightly higher damage per second, it can do more damage per second than the axe is just as good at killing things as the sword, unless you're fighting something like a piglin brute or a hoglin, which they take a couple more hits. But yeah, or like a ravager, I think takes 2 more hits with an axe than it does with a sword. So there really is very little difference. The best part for me is I don't have to carry around another thing to clog up my inventory. I'm not interested in having looting when I'm just out and about in the world, because I don't want to just pick up loads of spider eyes and rotten flesh as things creep up on me while I'm trying to build. I want my inventory free so I can collect the items I need to build with, and not just loads of junk. I save my looting stuff for when I'm at a farm and I need to be using like a trident killer or just an XP farm or something like that, like a spawner farm. I'll use a looting sword instead of an axe and make sure I get more drops and do it that way. So yeah, generally speaking, it just saves you an inventory slot and it means that you're not going to be any weaker. What do you think about the default lower totems and shields and food potions, because they're too big as of right now? Would be like vanilla tweaks and Java. I don't see that happening, but it would be quite nice. I agree that the some things in the hand just do take up way too much space. It would be nice if they made it on Bedrock so that you could easily change that with a behavior pack, but at the moment it's not easy to do. You can use a resource pack to make them smaller, but then the items look really small as well. So it's not ideal. But yeah, that would be nice. I don't see it happening though. Is there a good witch farm on Bedrock, says Joseph. There's so many good witch farm designs on Bedrock, and they're so easy to do. You don't have to dig out a perimeter. You don't need to do hardly anything at all, other than you need like 2 pieces of string, 2 tripwire hooks, 4 pistons, and a couple of hoppers, and that's it. Just dig a hole in the ground underneath your witch hut, make it so when they spawn in there, the floor opens up and they fall down and die onto a hopper, and the hopper will collect the items. That is literally it. They're so easy to do on Bedrock Edition. Foxy, can you do more role plays on TV? I absolutely love them. Maybe I can. Maybe. We'll have to see what happens in the future. See where things go. Who knows? Do you know, Tuesday's an interesting day of the week, isn't it? Tuesday's a very interesting day, and it might be that I've already recorded, edited, and got Tuesday's episode ready. I just need to do a thumbnail for that, actually. But yeah, Tuesday. Definitely an interesting day. The shield is the worst, says Barcode indeed. I don't use the shield. It's completely pointless. But it saves you from creeper damage. Yep, well, just don't get that close to creepers, mate. Well, they sneak up on you. Well, if they sneak up on you, you ain't got time to pull your shield up, have you? Well, shut up. This music is awesome, says Barcode indeed. I would say thanks, but I haven't picked it. It's just part of a Spotify playlist that's supposedly royalty free. So, Foxy Notel, I heard a certain Frenchman called Mr. Onion is doing a solo stream soon. What exactly do you plan to do in that stream? Me, I'm planning on taking the night off. I've no idea what Mr. Onion's planning for that stream, though. Not a clue. I would imagine what he'll probably do is work on my mob farm for me and help me out and do lots of useful things that will make me happy. I can't imagine for a second that any shenanigans will be got up to or anything bad or funny would happen. I think it would be really boring. I think he'll probably won't even speak. He'll just crack on helping me do this. That's my thoughts while I've got my feet up in the other room watching the TV. What are you building? Says Mike O'Shaw. I am building a redstone device that when you press a button or flip one of the trapdoors, it actually rings a bell in a random TB player's base. And I'm just going to sort of stand here over time and just sometimes flip a trapdoor or ring one of the bells, and it's just going to annoy people. I won't know which base it's rung the bell at. I also won't know, and they won't know who's doing it. So yes, that's my plan anyway. I don't know if it'll work. I think I've probably gone a bit overboard with the redstone, to be honest. Colin Weathers says, I've been completing my Bedrock achievements. I'm the only one enchanted golden apple away from getting all of them. Have you completed all the achievements yet? And if not, which ones do you have left to do? Let's have a look. I haven't completed them all. I did have 100%, but they added a load more in. What have I not got? I've got 90%. It'll be all the new stuff. Master Trader, trade for 1,000 emeralds, hot tourist destination, visit all the nether biomes. Well, I have got that, but Truly Bedrock we don't get achievements on anymore because of the add-ons. Distract Pigman using gold, I've done. Cover me with debris, done that. Bullseye, I've done that. Time for Stew, I've done that. Yeah, I'm not interested in them, really. They don't interest me in the slightest, the achievements. I like it on Java Edition. Oh, you just said about Java Edition. Shut up, I'm just making a point. I like it on Java Edition, the fact that the achievements are per world rather than per account. I would much prefer that to be the case on Bedrock Edition, because it just feels like, well, it's, I want to go into a world and see my progress through that world, not my progress through my what's it called? My player as a whole. I wanna get those achievements in specific ways and go, oh look, I got that achievement by doing this time rather than how I did it last time. You can get Mr. Onion to take Foxy's diamonds, says Lofty. Hey you. I love your responses to what are you doing, says Data. Thank you. Would be a great redstone device though, says Traz. You all want to be doing that now, don't you? You all want random redstone lines going to your friends' bases in your world, and you want to just press buttons and ring random bells and stuff around their base. Don't tell me you don't want to do that. Dang, I'm PC has one 1050 for video card. Dang. Foxy, how are you so good at annoying fellow tubers? Are you paid to by the others or something? I don't. What do you mean annoying the others? When do I annoy the other TBers? I don't annoy them. How rude. I don't think I've ever annoyed any of them ever. Give me an example. For myself, I did do all the achievements in one world. I don't start a new one until I've completed them all. Okay. Foxy, I only have the diamonds to you achievement to go, and I can't go to a friend because of lockdown. You don't have to physically be there with them. You can give it to any friend and just do it through Xbox Live. I mean, lockdown's literally the perfect excuse for you to be getting that to getting that achievement. You couldn't get a more perfect time to do it. It's like, oh well, I've got to be stuck in the house playing Minecraft online with my friends, so I like the easiest achievement to get. I'm never annoyed, says Jesse B. There you go. There you go. Is this your design, says Lazy. Oh, it is now. It is now. It's full of trapdoors, yeah. Foxy No Tail special. Completely 100% unique, mate. Bet you've never seen anyone build a mob farm with trapdoors before. Well, actually, oh, shut up. I'm here wondering who Foxy is annoying, says Sweet Dreams. Me too. Oh, I can't believe that people think I'm annoying. I'm so friendly and kind and always supportive of everybody and do things to make people happy and help them out. I don't ever try and wind anyone up. Fine, take my money. Enjoy a 1 year prepaid patron sub. You're fantastic. Our families enjoy you so much. Wow, Renelius. That's amazing. Thank you. Jeez. I'll probably deal with that off camera, if you don't mind. That's took me by surprise a bit. I'm late in joining. Did buttons quit working for Bedrock, says Neon Traveller? They haven't yet, but they will be doing very, very soon. Unless, to be honest with you, I might be wasting my time here because it wouldn't be the first time where the developers have fix something and then remove that fix again because they've realised it actually interferes with something else or it breaks something else. It's not impossible that by the time that beta actually becomes live that will have been undone and the buttons will continue to work, but I'm just going to err on the side of caution. Since I'm building it now and that update is probably less than a couple of months away, I think it's probably a good idea that I just do this now anyway, and then I just don't have to worry about it in the future. This will still work, it's just ridiculously more expensive and more awkward to place and build. I did all of these layers worth of buttons down to like that layer there in about half an hour, and this has taken me an hour and a half to do not even 3 layers, although I guess we have been to other worlds and done testing and stuff, but that didn't take very long, did it? Do you consent to the smashing of the pineapple supplies if someone puts pineapple on pizza? I love pineapple on pizza. Genuinely, I really like pineapple on pizza. I don't understand why nobody would like that. It just adds a really nice sweetness and zest to an otherwise relatively bland pizza. Particularly if you've got something like meat on a pizza, because meat can often go a little bit bitter when you cook it on a pizza. So it's yeah, it's really nice. So I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm going to wait until I change mine until it goes live, says Watcher. Yeah, I don't blame you. Pineapple on pizza team. I never understood. I know, like, everybody's got different taste buds and people like different things. I get it. But why is there such a thing about pineapple on pizza? Why do people get so irate about pineapple on pizza? It's just pineapple. It's just a bit of pineapple, mate. Don't worry about it. It's not like you put a whole pineapple on a pizza. That would be weird. It's just a couple of little chunks here and there. It's fine. Can mobs climb vines, says the dog. No idea. Not a clue. Why don't you open up a creative world and find out? It wouldn't surprise me. They've fixed it so slimes can climb up ladders again, so I can't see why they wouldn't be able to climb up vines. Bacon and onion is another good combo, says Raneless. What, on pizza? I don't think I've ever had bacon on a pizza. Hawaiian is my all-time favourite, says AC. If I go to somewhere like Pizza Hut, I normally just have a plain pepperoni. I say plain, it's just pepperoni with nothing else on it. That's my absolute favourite. But sometimes I just don't want. I mean, pepperoni's quite a little. It's a bit. It can be just a little bit heavy sometimes, and sometimes you just. It's almost quite refreshing. It's like drinking lemonade instead of water. It's quite refreshing to have a bit of pineapple on a pizza. So a nice Hawaiian pizza with a bit of ham and pineapple on there. It's just, yeah, it's just a completely different experience in my opinion. I know it sounds strange, but it is. So there, and you're not allowed to say anything about it, so shut up. To be honest, I haven't tried pineapple on pizza since I was a kid. I didn't like it then, but I'm just stubborn like that. What's he making, says Yummy Pretzel. I'm trying to design the Starship Enterprise, but I'm doing like the lattice on the inside first, trying to make the shape of it, but everything I do just comes out wrong. So I'm just currently replacing all the buttons for trapdoors because I think that would be more sort of in line with the materials that they had at the time, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel quite right to me at the minute. We're getting there. I like everything on my pizza, says Barcode indeed. Why are people laughing in the chat? I don't understand. I'm trying to give serious answers to these questions and you guys just laugh at me. People argue about whether pineapple should be a topping on pizza because they all agree anchovies shouldn't be. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. No, there's no room for fish on a pizza. It's like chicken on pizza. It just doesn't go. If you put chicken on a pizza, it just ends up dry and horrible. Don't put chicken on pizza. Chicken not. No good. Pepperoni good. Salami good. Ham good. A little bit of beef good, but that goes a little bit dry and crispy as well. The crispy bits are nice, but the dry bits aren't very nice. Pineapple good. Peppers good. Onion, depending on the pizza, but good. Garlic and cheese good. Stuffed crust bad. Stuffed crust, there's no room for a stuffed crust. And barbecue sauce bases on pizza is just wrong. Don't put barbecue sauce on your pizza. Don't ruin pizza by putting barbecue sauce on it. There's no room in the world for that. Don't do it. Buffalo chicken pizza's great, says Run with Scissors. You're doing it wrong, mate. Sorry. I thought we were friends. I don't normally say much in chat, but chicken cooked properly on the pizza is delicious. I've probably just never had it done properly. It always, I don't like olives. Ugh. Now I've every time I've had chicken on a pizza, it's been a cheap pizza from, a frozen one out of the freezer. So it's never been nice. I'm sure if you got it like from a restaurant or from a proper takeaway with chicken on, it'd probably be better.
Hey, look,
but in my personal experience,
2 months in a row. Look.
Master of None has subscribed for 2 months with Amazon Prime. Thank you very much for your 2-month subscription. Very, very much appreciated. My daughter enjoys mac and cheese on pizza. Well, there we go. Just to annoy people in chat, put a trapdoor upside down so it differs from the other. No, I'm not doing it. Absolutely not. No way. I'm not doing it. Not a chance. No way. The way I see it is there is no wrong way because every single person in the world is different and got different tastes and everything. So it's up to the person. Likes is right or wrong. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. Yep. But if you don't do it the way I do it, you're wrong. Okay? Fair enough. I think we've established this. This is all good. Foxy, says AC. What? What are you moaning at me now for? Right. More questions, please. Come on. We've got 20 minutes left. I need more questions. I'm tired. My voice is going. My brain went weeks ago. I need you guys to help me. But there we go. We are 3 layers in out of 6 layers. We're halfway there. Hooray. To be fair, it's actually been taking the buttons off that's taking the most time, and the bottom 2 layers don't have any buttons on. So we should. The rest of it should be relatively speedy. Jesse B, someone in Fox's game stole your name and won't believe it, but they're sleeping in the bed, says Jack's dad. Why did the devs make the sky blue in Minecraft? I imagine they did it to replicate what it looks like in real life. That makes most sense to me, but I could be wrong. Not pressure plate. Trap door. Cost me a fortune all this wood from Zloy's shop. Jeez. I'll have to go buy some more. Oh, it makes nothing, does it? This farm needs a random birch trapdoor. No, don't do it. Gotta go. Big chicken. I haven't watched today's video and will come back when I'm done. Fair enough. Spoilers. It's about this farm. Good luck, mate. How on earth did we go from technical Minecraft to toppings on pizza? Someone must have sparked that conversation. I actually had pizza for tea tonight. I just had a regular cheese and tomato, though. A regular size? Well, I guess so. It was the size it came was the size it normally is. I don't want to be on that level. I'm cheated. I've gone on level 2 quick. No, we got more button smashing to do. Come on, let's do this properly. Let's not half bake it. Truly Bedrock chat, food conversations and weird pronunciations, says Chat's dad. James McMilner says, if your brother-in-law, Mr. Onion, dies in the stream that he's doing, will you pickle the remains so we can have a really cool picnic? No, because he's not actually made of onion. It's just his name. You know, my name's Foxy No Tail, but I'm not a fox. Well, I guess I am in the game, but I'm not really. And that's my real name in real life. Check it out. Honest, mate. Pizza for tea, definitely to trigger southerners. Oh, fine dinner. Mitts timing people out there. Thanks, Mitts. I don't know what they did, but I'm glad you did it. Did Mr. Onion die in season 1 or 0? He died in season 1, but I did bring him back to life because I'm nice like that. I'm a good friend. A very good friend. If you haven't watched those videos, by the way, I definitely recommend them. I put a lot of time and effort into the storyline stuff with all sorts of animations and quirky bits of editing and stuff like that. So it's definitely worth a watch if you haven't already. Foxy No Tail, you're the only that offers to buy the year for Patreon.
For 3 months? I can't believe it.
Well, I like to be open to people. Patron came along to me and they went, "Hey, Foxy No Tail, seeing so you're so famous and all of that, mate, we thought we'd offer you the opportunity to offer people a good deal." And they said you can offer people a discount by offering them an annual method instead of a monthly one. And I said, "No, I don't want it. It's rubbish. Go away." And they said, "Oh, please. No one else is doing it." I was like, go on then. I'll do it. I'll be the guinea pig." And I did it. That's not really how it happened, but I like to pretend it is. That sounds reasonable to Patron. Season 1 was resurrected and Foxy started killing everything. What? Watching Mr. Onion in Season 1 brought me to this wonderful community, says D West. Well, there you go. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to go to... Oh, jeez, AC. Stop advertising other people's stuff in my channel. You did that when you got here and I deleted it. Are you pop, soda or cola, says Jack's dad. None. I try and avoid fizzy drinks at all possible times because I don't ever have any in the house. There is the worst thing for you, fizzy pop, cola, or lemonade or anything like that. It is incredibly bad for you. Generally full of sugar or something horrible for you. The little bubbly bits get inside your teeth and rot your teeth. Yeah, just no, I don't. I only ever have it if we go out for a meal or something like that. I'll have a glass of lemonade. I quite like Coke. I'm not that bothered about it. I prefer Pepsi. I don't like Pepsi Max. Don't like Diet Coke. But yeah, not a big fizzy drinker. Fizzy drink drinker. You're bothered about your teeth and you sit there drinking that Robinson's juice all day. Well, I know, shut up. It's a comfort drink. Better than water. Diet Coke for me, just prefer the taste. Still full of sugar. No, it's that Coke Zero. Well, it's still full of bad stuff. Nice stuff does not taste good. No, good stuff does not taste nice. Water, says D West. Cake or pie? You're speaking the wrong language here. In Britain, pie is not for pudding. You definitely, unless it's apple pie. You can have apple pie for pudding, but we don't have pies for pudding. Pies are full of meat and gravy and taste very nice, and you have that for dinner. And then you'll have your cake for pudding. Coffee and water for me, says Mitz. Yeah, pretty much. I say mostly drink water. I did get in the habit of drinking water all the time, but I'm back on drinking this juice squash for some reason again. I don't know why. But yeah, it's mainly coffee and tea I drink. Jack's dad says, what do you call it in your area? Where I'm happy it's pop. No, I've never called it pop. We always called what I'm drinking at the minute squash, which is technically not the right name for it. I guess some people call it fizzy pop. I don't know. Coke. Are we speaking the same language? Right, I did follow a thing you just said, lol. Fizzy drink, says Sims. Yeah, exactly. Fizzy pop, I call it, says Lofty. I mean, fizzy pop's not... I mean, it's not something we wouldn't say around where I am. It's just, I don't know. I'd probably just not around fizzy drinks enough to have a nickname for it. Pudding, says Ranelus. Pudding. Chris, come in a bag. Chips go with your fish, says Frudel. Absolutely. Yep. Although technically chips can go in a bag as well. Nothing. You can't beat a bag of chips. Bag of chips. Yes, please. We want Poppy Cam. Well, you got to press that button. You got to spend your stream points. Don't get nothing for free these days. Hi, Foxy. What are you working on, says Atlantean. This is the beginning part of this year's Christmas tree. I'm doing an absolutely massive one, so I thought I'd get cracking on it early. Basically, down there, I've just put all that collection system down there because I built the inside of it a little bit off by one block. So I'm having to move it all over by one block. So I put a collection system in just so that when things drop down like these buttons are doing, I don't have to keep swooping down and getting them. And then once I've done the internal framework, I'll start building up the structure and doing all the leaves. It's amazing, says Sims. Oh, you're talking about salt and vinegar chips, crisps with chocolate? What? 2 times puppy cam, says Mitz. I'll do twice as many. There you go. I've done a Christmas train in my base already, says Lofty. You have indeed, and it looks really good. Well done. You made a train the other day, didn't you? And not the other day, on the last server, and it was really good in the Christmas area. The increasingly wild thing that Fox is building is amazing, says Jade. Wait, at some point people will learn to just not ask because they know it's just a load of rubbish what I come out with. Yes, soda. I always thought people was talking the 60s when they said pop and stuff like that. Lols, as Sweet Juice Buttercup. Soda is definitely not a word that we have around here. Soda is... You can get soda from the bar to put in your drink, but you wouldn't buy soda. We certainly don't call it soda. What are you building, says Mixabel? I'm not doing... I know, you've been here. You know what I'm building. Not falling for that well. One. Cheat. Going to cheat by using Lego Christmas Village we have as a template, says Ranulus. Nice. That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. Data says, but still, double puppy cam is a little pointless when Foxy forgets it's on anyways, says Data.
Someone just subscribed for 2 months in a row. Look.
Mitz just gifted a sub to Jade there. Thank you, Mitz. Right. More questions, please. I need them. Need your questions. I rely on them for many, many, many talkings. I can feel my brain shutting off as we speak. I need you to keep it going for me. Before I'll just fall asleep. I'm enjoying this button smashing and trapdoor placement so much that it's keeping me highly alert and not sending me to sleep at all. Puppy's so cute, says somebody. What's your favourite farm? Well, there's one near me called the Pink Pig Farm. It's in Scunthorpe. I say it's near me. It's about 45 minutes away. That's really nice. It's got a really nice play area. And it's not too big, so you can sort of... Yeah, you don't get tired out doing it. It's got a nice area where you can feed the animals. It's got a nice indoor bit as well. But the one I like the best is actually a place called Rand Farm. Rand Farm's huge. It's got a really nice big outdoor bit on the outside. It's got like a zip line bit. It's got trampolines. It's got you can go on a tractor ride and feed the pigs and the cows with potatoes. Oh, it's amazing. They've got everything at Rand Farm. Oh, and don't forget Hull Farm as well. Hull Farm's really nice. That's around here as well. And Elsham Hall. It's not technically a farm, but that's kind of like a farm. That's really nice as well. Yeah, lots of nice places around me. Is it a petting farm, says Frudel? Yeah. Yeah, basically. Well, you go to do some heavy petting. Take your missus. I'm taking on a monstrous project making the whole Iron Man movie in Minecraft. Wow, jeez. Heavy petting, lol. That got flagged by Streamlabs. I don't know if that's actually something that's flaggable or not. Is it, Mitz? Where do I stand on that? Favourite questions will always get a silly answer, lol, says Hanku. Yeah. That's why they're my favourite questions. I need some more stone bricks. Oh, jeez. Because I've run out, mate. No. Oh, jeez. Posture check and hydrate, says Atlantean. Thank you very much. Oh, and QZ Basic and Isaac. No, QZ Basic has cheered 100 bits. Thank you very much for your cheers. Seriously, you are so funny and entertaining. I'm here lurking while I play, just laughing, says Jez. Well, thank you. I try my best. It did, you beat me to it. I think it should be fine, says Mitz. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. It's no different from those signs at the swimming pool, is it? Ask me questions, just not one of those questions, says Run with Scissors. I need more of the smooth stone. Oh, jeez, mate. We had loads of it. All went walkabout. If I'm planning to come to England, where would be the first place I would visit? I would imagine the airport, or depending on how you got here, potentially the ferry terminal would be the first place you would visit. After that, I'd probably recommend leaving the airport, should you be allowed to, and you're not held for questioning, and going off to find some sort of tourist attraction or place to go. Where do you get your inspiration for builds? A deep understanding of the game and the mechanics, and a large imagination. Hi Foxy No Tail, how are you today? I'm good, thank you. How are you doing? Run with Scissors laughing at me again. What are you laughing at me now for? What's wonderful is Foxy sounds like he actually enjoys his community hanging out. Some people don't enjoy what they do for a living, but it doesn't seem to be the case here. I really love it. It's great. Doggo left. Doggo's having a drink. Doggo's, she's had such a tough time snoozing that she needs a drink. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hello? Woke up. Stop pointing the camera at me. I'm shy. You're not shy. You good girl? Tired? Do you want your treat now? I've been saving it for you. When you woke up, do you want it? Wow, you normally rip my hand off to get one of those. Don't even think about it, whoever that was. And go. Good girl. Good girl. Stop pointing that at me. Sorry, can't help it. Apologies. You're alright. I'll let you off. That was quite a good time in that one. This is the part where chat goes crazy about hand reveal, yeah. Hand reveal! I've never done a face reveal. It's never going to happen. Hands up in the chat if you want me to point the camera at my face. Doggy used hydrate redemption. It did indeed. Already seen it, never again, says Hanku. You've been spying on me. Seen it, says Lawful Media. Hands up, says someplace. Hand kept down, says Fruzy. Mixabell says hands up. No, don't do it, says Icky Warrior. I'm not going to do it, just wondering. Just trying to get some hands up in chat. He'll ruin the mystery, says Sweet Dreams Buttercup. Face reveal doesn't seem necessary. Not sure what the infuriation is with that, says Raneless. I know. You're voting... Right, Etan, we don't do politics in this one. I'm deleting that message. And also, I'm not American, so I won't be voting for Trump or Biden. Impossible, mate. I don't get the vote for American politics. Don't understand why. Living in Britain, you'd think they'd give me the vote for America. I'm a reasonable person. I'm over 18. Why can't I ever say what goes on? You want to see the real you, not the human skin suit, says Sweet Dreams Buttercup. Exactly, there we go then. Face reveal, definitely not a joke, says somebody. No, not happening. Never ever showing my face on to anyone on the internet ever. Not a chance. Face reveal would probably ruin Mr. Onion. I'm not showing you his face, no way. He'd be scarred for life. Yeah, I figured out it'd get deleted, yeah. Why write it then, says Mitz. Exactly, why write it? Why write it? What about your other channel, says Neon Trav. What? Shh, God, don't tell people there's a channel where I do face cam. Jeez. They'll all be wanting to go over and look at it. They missed that day in American history class where the result of the Revolutionary War was revealed, so that may be why they asked, lol, says Raneless. Hanku says, have you considered changing your jumper to maybe a different mob? Well, this one, believe it or not, after all these years, still 100% intact, clean, has got no holes in it, doesn't smell, so I don't really see why I need to change it. Absolutely don't need to change it. It's who I am, this t-shirt. All of my merch has got this design on it. If I change my in-game appearance permanently, then I've got to change everything. I've got to do all my logos, got to do my website, got to do all my merch. And then, like, if I'm advertising, using my merch to advertise elsewhere, then, it's just, yeah, no, it's a nightmare. Even just like on my videos where you get that little bit where it says Foxy swings in, it'll go, you know, check out my merchandise and subscribe and like this video. All that I'd have to change. It'd be an absolute nightmare changing it. So no, don't want to change it, thank you. You're not Foxy on the other channel, says Neon Trump. Well, I can't be me then. That's not Foxy on that channel, that's Duckshot, says here we go. Stop telling people. Because Foxy's responses to things, just wanted to see if he had something silly to say about it. Ah, okay. No, we don't. I don't touch politics, particularly American politics, with a barge pole. because, quite rightly so, you were all very, very opinionated on it, and there's such a huge opinion split. I wouldn't want anybody to feel like they were being backed into a corner or put off or offended or maybe pushed out because they had a different opinion to everybody else. So just things that have split opinions, we just don't discuss on this channel, and therefore everybody is enabled and everybody is welcome. No religion, no politics, no talk of sexual interests or genders or any of those things. We just, in this chat, we are just people. We're all the same, and we just get on, and we're just happy to be in each other's company and each other's communities. That's all it is. Simple. Why do you own a dog? You could own a fox instead. Well, because foxes stink, they make loads and loads of noise, and they're not really particularly great house pets, to be perfectly honest with you. And have you ever seen anyone taking their fox for a walk? Come on, just doesn't happen, does it? Except pineapple, says Watcher. No, pineapple included too. How's the carrot farm doing? Don't you speak to me about that carrot farm. Don't even speak to me about that. You wait and see in the next couple of videos how that fat carrot farm's doing. Spoilers. It's doing great. Yeah, really good. Got loads of carrots, yeah. I'm American. I prefer not to touch politics, says somebody. Good. Does your wife not take you out, says Slipway. I don't have a wife. No wife for me, mate. You could be the first to walk a fox. So maybe I will not build the carrot farm tomorrow then. Well, in creative, it works perfectly. For whatever reason, on the truly Bedrock world, I've done exactly the same thing. I've replaced all of the villagers in it. I've done exactly the same. Like a creative copy of this exact world, it works great. But for whatever reason, in survival, it's just not having any of it, and I don't understand why. Something is... I don't know, maybe there's mobs nearby that are upsetting the villagers. I don't know what it is. It should work. There's no reason it won't work. So, UK Granny Gamer, by the way, welcome to the chat. Yeah, you... go ahead and build it and see what you think, because it's the design is sound, kind of a bit. Maybe wait till my next video comes out on it. My next video is out. I don't know if it'll be in the next one or the one after, but it'll be out in a video soon, because I do change it slightly. What about Geraldine? Says Sweet Dreams Buttercup. What about her? No politics or religion or Star Wars. Says Watcher. What's wrong with Star Wars? What's that got to do with anything? Because of lag on servers other people weren't. Like, okay. Popular opinion with culture, like cultural things, is a lot different to popular opinion with entertainment or sports teams or something like that. When you've got an opinion on politics, that's an opinion that you've probably carried with you throughout your life, that depends on your circumstances, your income, your family, your situation, the area of the country you live in. There's a lot of things. And policies, presidents, prime ministers, country leaders can be a huge impact on somebody's life. So having opinions on that isn't just, oh, I didn't like that film because the actor made me sad, or the lightsaber was the wrong colour. You know, it's deeper than that. So it's really a big issue when you find people that don't agree with you on it, or that argue against you on it. I have this with Jack, actually, and I'm not touching politics here. I'm just getting into reasons why we don't talk about it. Jack lives with his mum, and they're not particularly well off. In fact, they do struggle. And the political interests that him and his mum have, and the family where they live, is completely the opposite of mine. I have a completely different political agenda to what he has. And he gets quite upset about it if we talk about it, because obviously he wants me to be on his side with it. And I try and explain the reasoning why I have my opinions on it, and why my opinions, I believe, are in his best interests, but he's still very strongly opinionated on his one, and quite rightly so, because of how he lives and how he believes that if that particular party was involved, it would benefit him and his family. So I get it. I don't want anybody in this community to feel sad or feel like I don't agree with them on something that impacts their own life and their way of life and their earnings and their family. I wouldn't want anybody to feel like they didn't belong because of that. When someone says, did you like the last Star Wars film? And I say, oh no, it was rubbish. Or do you like pineapple pizza? And I say, yeah, and they say, oh, it's gross. It doesn't affect them, or shouldn't affect them on a deeply emotional way. And therefore isn't hopefully going to drive a wedge between myself and that person. Now, some people do get really irate about these things, and they're the sort of people that you don't want in your community because they tend to be the obsessive types that get way too wound up about everything. The people that throw their controllers at the TV screens because they lose at a game, and the people that can't handle it when things don't go quite the way they want it to go. And that's not necessarily their upbringing or because they're bad people. It might be that they're struggling in certain ways emotionally or for whatever reason, but they're not the sort of people that should be involving themselves with other people online. So I don't mind so much, not offending them as such, but keeping them at arm's length. But everybody else, the main part of the community, I wouldn't want to push anyone away. But we all hate the tax man, says Frudel. Yeah, I think we can all agree on that. But unfortunately, we do need the tax man. King of the Railroads there saying the clash between Star Wars or Star Trek is almost as bad as, if not worse, than talking about politics. If that's the case, then you're probably one of these people that I'm just saying there probably shouldn't be interacting with other people online, because you take things that are not have no impact on your life way too seriously. If you're getting upset about whether or not somebody else prefers Star Wars or Star Trek, then you need to stop and take a step back and have a long, hard think about your priorities, because it really shouldn't make any difference to you at all whether somebody likes Star Wars or Star Trek. It really shouldn't. Why would it? Difference does it make to you? It makes no difference to you at all. Thank you, Lofty. Appropriate song for this conversation. Lighten the mood a little bit. Subject change, says Mitz. Yeah, I agree. I'm not having a go at that person, by the way. I'm just saying, if that genuinely is how you feel, if you're getting upset about those sorts of things, then you need to consider why you're getting upset and maybe think that it's, changing how you feel about those sorts of things. Mandalay says, yeah, those topics bother me simply because of how persistent they are with their opinions. The pineapple pizza topic, as an example, made it difficult for myself to watch a specific streamer because of how that streamer insulted others who had different opinions to their own, and then that topic started bleeding over into other aspects of the community with some very opinionated views. Makes things unenjoyable. Well, yeah, fair enough. Things can get out of hand. People taking shenanigans on the server too seriously, says Neon Traveller. Well said, Foxy, says Innova B8. Barcode indeed says it's not that deep, man. Or people ban you for having difference of opinions. If people are banning you for having a different opinion, then that's a bit of a concern. But if it's because you won't shut up about your opinion, then that's different. It depends on the context. A lot of times I think people feel that they've got banned for one reason when they didn't actually. It might have been that reason that triggered it, but they're not looking at the whole picture. They're just they're focusing on the wrong thing. Like, I often get people going, like, they'll catch me in other social media or other Discords and go, I got banned from Foxy's Discord for no reason, or I got banned from Foxy's Discord for this particular reason and it's unfair and I should get unbanned. And I'm like, that's really not the reason you were banned. That might have been what you did, but that's not the reason you were banned. The reason you were banned was much more deeper than that, and there was reason for it, but you're obviously not capable of seeing those reasons. So, yeah, you're not getting unbanned. Jack's dad there saying the world would be very boring if everyone had the same opinion. I agree. I absolutely agree. Yeah. Opinions make conversation. It would be very boring if everyone thought the same thing. What's that film where there's a film, isn't there, where everyone's like, it's not mind control, but they're all like, is it, I can't remember how, but they're all made to feel the same way. Was it the one with Christian Bale? It was kind of almost a little bit Matrixy, but it was what was the film called? I can't remember now. It's quite a long time ago. Lofty says, my news is finally have an appointment for voice therapy. Yay, Lofty. About time, Lofty. Jeez, it's been ages. Equilibrium, that's the one. Yeah. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Where they're all like emotionally stunted? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Pleasantville, says Jesse B. I don't think I've seen that. Opinions are definitely a huge aspect to our culture, but when people can't accept others' opinions, there's where the problem lies. You don't necessarily... Well, you do have to accept that somebody else has an opinion. You don't have to share that opinion. You don't have to accept that opinion. But you do have to accept that they're entitled to that opinion and respect their opinion. It's not your job to change their opinion. But by all means, if you feel that their opinion is perhaps from, maybe generated from false information, or you maybe feel that opinion that they have has been gained in a wrong or a false way, then feel free to, if they're open to it, to offer your opinion, and in the thoughts that they might change their opinion if they're open to change, but don't force it on them. If someone's got an opinion and you differ from it, then that really doesn't make any difference. Talk about it. Talk about yours. Talk about theirs. Both have an open mind, and then work out at the end of it whether or not you've still got the same opinions. I'm a bit funny with mine. Not funny as in funny haha, but like taking advice, particularly from family and friends. If someone offers me advice, I back away from it. I can't take advice straight away. I back away from it. I get defensive. My shoulders go up and I get tense, and I find excuses why I don't want to take that advice and why I don't want to do the things they're suggesting. But then after I've come away from the situation and I'm not confronted with it straight away, I'll often have thought about it and I'll go, do you know what, actually that advice is really good, I'm going to take that advice. And then I end up either calling that person or going to see them again and saying, oh yeah, thank you for that advice. Apologies for the way I dealt with it when you gave me it, but I'm actually going to take that advice because it's good advice. So I'm a bit weird, really. I think it's Equilibrium. It's the only one I saw that looks like The Matrix, lol. I remember it being a pretty good film. Ted Ed Talks. I want to watch it now, says Sweet Dreams Buttercup. Wait until the stream's finished. Definitely a good idea to wait till the stream's finished. Where were we up to on here? And why do I keep falling off? Done all of those ones. So we must have been coming back this way. Where did we get up to? Ah, there. We was flipping them down, weren't we? Foxy No Tell, that's how I get when my mum gives me advice on something. Yeah. It's going to be an issue that you laid out these trapdoors the opposite of the ones above. Oh, have I? Oh, man. I mean, technically they could drop on the sides of them and then they'd have to walk off again. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. You pointing this out now? I don't know. Oh. I can't believe that. Oh, jeez. Oh, mate. Jeez. Ah. I mean, technically, no, it wouldn't make any difference, but just in case. Oh, for goodness sake. Bits, why didn't you tell me? OCD time. Dimits redeem facepalm. Yeah, you can have a facepalm on that one. Jeez. Jesse B, Mum did. I did the same thing. Just left it. Oh, Nelly, that stinks, Nelly. Oh, jeez. Do you need to go out? Oh. Oh, mate. Oh. Oh, I need a peg. I need a peg for my nose. Oh, jeez. She sat right behind me as well. Oh. Can leave the middle one. No. Oh, I suppose, yeah, I can leave the... Jeez. Jeez. Oh, I had a... Oh, jeez. Ah. It's a disaster. It's a disaster all round. I'm an idiot. I'm a super idiot. The biggest idiot. I'm almost as an idiot as Big Chicken. Jeez. Oh, jeez. 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 Oh, jeez. Stop. Foxy is flustered now, says Jack. No, I'm not. You're flustered. You don't understand. Spent hours today doing this stupid thing. Casually blames Nelly. I wasn't blaming Nelly. She's just... Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely blaming her for that. That was definitely 100% her. Lol, mate, says Jesse B. Hey, you. You'd be blaming me. I don't do doggy Trumps. I thought you weren't talking about Trump. No, different type of Trump. Someone redeemed to eat. I'm clearly not hungry, but thank you. Tell her to crack a window. She'd probably take it literally, and I don't want my windows smashed. I've already had my carpet chewed up. Hope it works better than a carrot farm when it's finished. Yeah, me too. Jeez. I think it could have been Jesse B's fault, actually. Definitely feels like a Jesse B thing to do. Right. Jeez. Have a sip of your drink and have a breath. No, I'm not doing it because you asked me to. Shut up. I'm alright, I'm good. Have the carrot farm rates improved at all? Yeah, it's great, yeah. 100%, mate. Yep. Yeah, it works really well. Definitely recommend building it. Tutorial tomorrow. Hey, it's working, look. I keep seeing stuff falling down there. No doubt there'll be a creeper on my head in a minute. Cue Hanku playing the creeper sound effect. Oh, jeez. Oh, stupid axe. You're putting holes in the wrong places, mate. Puppies chew everything, says Lofty. Yes, they do, indeed. Many of Foxy No Tail's nice things all broken. Many. Shoes. Carpet. Furniture. Oof. Thanks, Hanku. I expected it, though. I put a villager in front of a microfarm, but it produces way too much, says Ranulus. Well, good for you. Rubbing it in. Cheers, mate. I thought we were friends. Making me feel bad. Jesse B, Foxy blaming you because you put trapdoors on wrong, says Lofty. I'm not blaming Jessie B. Well, it's probably her fault, but I'm not blaming her. Loads of stuff falling down around me here. Loads of it. This is working. It's working a treat. Apart from that guy down there, it's going to shoot me off in a minute. I can hear a zombie. Oh, jeez, I'm not supposed... Oh, I'm doing it again, look. Jesse B, oh yeah, Lofty, that was all me. My bad, guys. Thank you for admitting it, Jesse. I've, when people are able to admit their mistakes, I have a lot more respect for them. So thank you. Appreciate that. Wouldn't ever catch me blaming something I did wrong on someone else and not taking full responsibility for my actions. You were already building your farm before I could suggest it to you as an alternative. Sorry, bro. Oh, it's fine. I'm happy with what I've done. My farm, technically, works perfectly. It's just there's an issue with it on TB and survival for some reason. I'm not sure why. Running it on a world download in creative works absolutely perfectly. So there's an issue somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it's an issue with maybe one of the packs that we've got on the server. I don't know. Could be something like that causing it. Could just be that there were zombies around that were upsetting the villagers or something not quite right. I don't know. I need to put more time into it really. But you'll see there's some fun stuff coming up in the next couple of videos. Stop it! Next couple of videos about it. So yeah, more. I don't want to give too much away. I know I do a few spoilers in streams, but I don't want to give too much away. Oh jeez. Need to sleep, mate. Quick. You'll dream of trapdoors tonight, says Frudel. What's that say? Foxy was distracted by bad conversation topics. Yes, very true. Stop it! Hey! Cheating. Right, that's it. I'll do the old fly away and you disappear trick. Aha! It worked perfectly. Now, I need to make sure this time we put them on the right... Oh, I need to go down a level and get... Did I go down to the next level and get... No, I didn't. Clearly, they're still... Jeez! Rumor says, are you telling me you had trouble with villagers? Weird. I know. I've never had trouble with villagers before in my life. And all of a sudden, I started to work with villagers and now they're just not working for me. Would you believe it? Very unusual. Very unusual indeed. Definitely not like my past history would suggest. Here we go again on my own. Going down the only road I've ever known. Like a twister, I was born to walk alone. No villagers are so easy and not stressful to work with, says Best Gaming. Yes, I agree. Foxy, don't forget to look up to see if you're placing them right. I can see. I looked up. I've now run out. Jeez. Which means I need to go poking around in all those hoppers down there now, mate. Hello, hoppers. Oh, I can't actually get to them though because of the... I need scaffolding. God, no. Any scaffolding in here, please? Plus, mate, bruh. Scaffolding, plus, mate, bruh. Scaffolding. Aha! Plus, mate, bruh. Ow. My villagers are best bud with zombies, says Mitz. Good for you, Mitz. Glad yours are working well. Why not put slime blocks at the bottom so when you fall off, you can just bounce back up? Was it that ruined the whole point of the farm, wasn't it? Mini. Aha! There's trapdoors in there. My mob farm working good, bruh. Mini. Yes, mini. Spit all of those things out. Completely useless now. No more bruh, says Hanku. Did you not see my pic in pictures, Foxy? I don't have Discord open at the minute, Mitts. I generally don't have it open when I'm streaming because it tends to distract me with its... it flashes at the bottom of my screen. What's the matter? Problem? Need to go out? It is end of the stream time. You haven't been out for a couple of hours. Okay. Alright. We won't finish the stream. We'll take you out, shall we? Let's put you on puppy cam so you can sit nice and tell everybody that you need the toilet. Sit down. Look at this here, look. And say, nice stream, people. I really need a wee and a toilet now, please. So can you go away and leave me alone? Thank you. Ueda, can you all please go away and leave her alone so she can go to the toilet? It is time, unfortunately, for doggy to do doggy things and go toilets. So I'm afraid, on that note, I'm going to have to say thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. If you did, do please leave a like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. And hopefully I see you all in the next. How's your video outro? Oh, shut up. I picked up buttons. No! See you later, guys. Thank you for the stream. I'll see you all later. Bye!